Boys, what is going on? It is Charlie here, back with another video, and as you can see, I'm doing something very different today. What I am doing, as you can see by the title, is a Manchester United career mode rebuild. In this one, as it's my first one, whether or not it's realistic or not, there's not going to be too many rules. The only main one is going to be is I have to win the Premier League. If I don't, I fail. And I feel like with Man United, with the funds they've got, is it that hard? Now, I've been playing career mode for a good few years. I love playing career mode, even though nothing's changed over the past few years. But I've still enjoyed it. I watch a good few YouTubers who do career mode rebuilds, and my favourite, big shout out, Jared HD. Been watching him for years, and I love his stuff. So, inspiration to him, right? Now it's my turn for Mr. Big G to step up, right? For the boys. So, what we are going to do first is we're going to set up the squad. I'm going to show you the formation we're playing, the starting 11, and I'm also going to take you to some transfers that I'm going to be interested in getting. We may have to go in for the, the most recent ones that have actually already come in, make it a little bit realistic, make it not, but I'll be right back with you in a second. So as you can see here, I am going to be playing a 4-3-3, but I'm going to have to let a few players go. So for example, I'll be terminating Amrabat because currently he's no longer with us. His loan spell is finished. Varane's going to have to go. Casemiro's going to have to go. I am going to also let go of Martial, and come on, Anthony, he has to go. So I'm going to put them up for sale now, see if any transfers come in. If they do, then you're going to see. And here are the signings that I have been looking at, right? Some of them I've always thought in real life why Man United haven't looked at is beyond me, right? But we're going to get into it. We're going to get in Mazraoui, but unfortunately I have to scout him for a little bit. Camavinga I'm extremely interested in, just because he can play in the midfield and they can also play left back, which is going to give me that versatility that I need. Chiesa as well, unbelievable player, big baller, great with the feet, quick, and has good shooting as well, so I'm definitely interested in getting him. Bremer as well to solidify that centre-back position, albeit it's 26, but listen, hopefully we can win the Champions League and the Premier League in the next few years, but we will see. Also, Onana, he's a good goalkeeper, but I mean, respectfully, I want him as a backup. Yeah, he's a good goalkeeper, but he ain't what I want, right? Mukiele, I'm also looking at as a backup for both left back and right back. Vitinha, he is one I definitely want to get. 83 rated, 23 years old. You can't really go wrong. And look at them stats as well. Perfect all-round card. I've also got this guy here, Matthias Tell. When you click on it, it says showing great potential. So I've scouted him, going to see what happens, and hopefully he could be a good backup, especially at 18 years old as well. Anyway, let's we're going to move on a little bit for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, and we will see what happens. Just going to have a look here through the youth academy, and I'm not really seeing anyone here that is too crazy. I see that he's got a potential there, not 67 to 91, but 15 years old, 47 rated. I do think I'm probably just going to let all of these lads go. Here's what we are going to do. What we are going to do is set up a scout, and we are going to send him to... We're going to send him to Portugal, possibly find the next Ronaldo, but, we'll see. We'll send him on a 6th month. We are going to look for winger, look specifically for a left winger. So Liverpool have come in for Marcus Rashford. Honestly, if this was a team outside of the Prem, I probably would have considered it, but absolutely not. No chance for Liverpool. Diallo, again, no, absolutely no chance. I would definitely put him on loan, but no, I'm not selling him, no chance. So we've got a transfer off of Højlund, absolutely not going to let him go. My concern is he has a release clause of 55 million. So what I have just done is I have renegotiated a contract with Højlund to remove that release clause. He was on 69,000 a week. Don't. But now I've put him on 100 grand a week just to make him happy. Give him a nice, little bit more money on his contract. And yeah, now there's no release clause. So some offers have come in. So Tottenham are looking at going for Varane. And honestly, Varane is only going to go down from here. And it seems that I can get anywhere between 9.5 and 28.5. So Tottenham, you can have him for 25 million. I'm not gonna not gonna moan about that. Kambuala, they're gonna take him on a loan. I don't have an issue with that. Do you know what? Take him on a 1-year loan, no problem. Martial, only 11 million. I feel like that's probably the most I can get for him. 10.4. You could take him. That's no problem at all. No, 800 grand. I know he's low rated, but regardless. Anyway, let's sim for a bit of this and see what happens. Now this is where things are going to get interesting. So Arsenal have come in for Antony, right? And I've also got Bayern wanting your boy Casemiro. So I am going to negotiate with Bayern and see if I can get a little bit more. Come on, let's sit down. Let's have a conversation. You're not getting him for 34. I will take 43 all day long. Businessman, you know. Antony to Arsenal. I don't want him at United, but I also don't want him going to a rival club. No, thank you. So we're going to do the first signing of the transfer window. It is going to be De Ligt, the one that we currently have now. And supposedly it says I can get in between 60 and 70. So I'm going to go straight in there with 57. 61.8. I will give you 60 million on the button. Done. There we go. So De Ligt is going to be in. Let's get him in. Crucial all day long. I'll whack you on a 4 if you're happy with that. I'm happy. That bonus is a little bit crazy. You can have more money, no problem at all. And there we go. We got De Ligt in for 4 years, 69 grand a week. And yeah, he's go straight in there. Signing we've already got 60 million. Yeah, it works out quite well. So Mazraoui's in 81 grand a week for 4 years. Yeah, we're looking good so far, boys. We are looking good so far. So Kambuala is now officially off on his 1-year loan. I've also approved an offer for 25 million for Wan-Bissaka to Aston Villa. West Ham would have been quite interesting had that come in on the game. And we've also got Mason Mount here to Spain for 26 million. I'll be honest, I quite like Mason Mount personally. I do think he's a good player. I just don't think he's getting used well enough. So Rafa Varane is now off to Spurs for 25.7 million. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has now completed his move to Aston Villa for 25.3 million. Casemiro has now completed his move for 43 million to Bayern Munich, which is really good. Now I do want to make 1 or 2 more signings, and this signing here is going to be crucial for my season. Bremer, I really want to get him, so let's see if I can. And this is what the starting 11 is looking like. You've got the new signing Keys on the right hand side. You've got Mazraoui, right back, De Ligt, you've got Bremer in there, and Vitinha. The one thing I do need to do is I need to change Chiesa's position from the left, change him over to a right winger, and we should be good to go to see how this team performs in pre-season. So give me just 2 seconds and I'll be right back. So one thing I am going to do is for Højlund, I want to make him like a complete striker. I already feel like he's quick enough anyway, but I do want to change his plan to a complete striker. Give him that 5-star weak foot, then move on to a mobile striker. Give him that little 5-star. But for now, get him working on a complete striker. What we are also going to do is put ball-winning midfielder onto Vitinha straight away. 17 weeks, absolutely no problem at all. The next thing I'm going to do is put Garnacho as a wide playmaker to give him that 5-star, 4-star. But I also do want to move him straight over to an all-out left winger, which will only take 2 weeks, which is very, very good. Then the next one is going to be Chiesa. I just feel like it would be so fitting, albeit saying it will take him a few weeks, but he's playing a little bit out of position. Let's put him onto a inverted wide midfielder Change him straight over to a right winger. Sure, yeah, there we go. 2 weeks. Won't take too long at all. Now let's fast forward and see what happens. Got an offer for Anthony again, which is always good. And they are offering me Kenny Tete. No. Let's renegotiate this bad boy. Come on. On the basis that I just do not want Anthony. His market value, as you can see, is 22.5. I've just said to Fulham, I don't want Tete. He's a good player. Just don't want him. Give me 21 million. And that's it. We'll say no more. Harry Maguire to Fenerbahce. Absolutely no problem, mate. Your boy Anthony is gone for 21 million. I do not have a problem with that. I don't care if that was a Z rating. Yeah, I'm glad that he's gone. Christian Eriksen deserves to go to a club where he's actually going to play. I'm not going to squabble over 13 million. Take that all day long. Martial is also gone now for 10.4 million, which is good. So I can possibly in January look at getting some backup midfielders. Maybe I really wanted to get Camavinga. I just don't have the funds to be able to get him. But you never know what could happen in January. He's gone. And Harry Maguire is gone for 17 million. Give me the money. So Christian Eriksen is now gone for just over 13 million to Borussia Dortmund, which is really good because I'm actually getting quite close to being able to afford Camavinga, which would be a phenomenal signing for the team. So the one important thing I did do was I upgraded Diallo's contract just to get rid of that release clause. I do not want that on there at all. And it seems as though Chiesa is now ready to switch positions. So let's change him. Does he go up? And he does! There we go, for the boys. And that is all sorted, so it seems. I'm going to pay 36,000 and Fiorentina are going to pay 24,000. Absolutely no problem at all. Tom Heaton again. It's no problem at all. Now we are into another match day. But let's sim through all of this and see where we end up around the start of the season. Diallo is now officially loaned out to Fiorentina for 2 years, so we're going to pay attention to him and see how he grows. So here is the team, and here is how it is looking. Strangely, Bruno Fernandes is down 1 rating. I'm not too sure why, but let's sim through a little bit of the season and see where we are. So before we look at where we are, let's have a little look at our scouting. You know what? I'm gonna sign him. No problem at all. Sign him. He looks quite interesting. He seems like he's got possible good potential. Let's sign him and let's look at where we are at this point in the season. Let's get through this Champions League game and hopefully Copenhagen we can actually win this game, but we will see. Let's sim this match. And it's a 2-1 loss. This is not a good start. So if we have a look here, I mean, we're 6th. It's not terrible. So yeah, we're just going to use that just for the cup game. And yeah, we will see what happens. Yep, 3-0 win to the boys. I mean, MK Dons, I mean, come on. He's a 3-star, 3 stars. Seems to have good pace, good balance, good sprint speed. You know what? I am going to get him into the senior team right away. It would be nice to have a youth team available to me in terms of cup games. I can just play the youth players, which would be absolutely unbelievable. So we're going to sim straight through to the 1st of January and see where we are in the Premier League. So here we are at the 1st of January. Let's go through our inbox and see what is coming up here. Player injured. Who is this? So that is another win in the FA Cup against Bolton, 1-0, which is always good. And here we have a massive game in the EFL Cup against Liverpool, one of our arch rivals. Now, come on, the boys. Hopefully, we can pick up a win here. 4-2. But let's see where we are in the Prem. Okay, we're 2nd in January. This is good. We're literally on the exact same points as Arsenal and Chelsea. So there's a potential we can win the league this season. Now we are at the 1st of March. Let's see where we are. I mean, we're on more points than Man City, which is always good. We are joint 1st with Tottenham, although Tottenham have a game in hand. Big game against Man City. Some of the boys are tired, but come on, the boys, get this win. You know what? 1-1, we'll take that. we will take 1-1 all day long against Man City. And that is another win in the Europa. And that is 4-2 to Man United with a whole bunch of young players out. Players that haven't even played a lot of games this season. But we managed to get 4-2. And we are now past the round of 16. Come on, the boys. 3-1 in the FA Cup against Leicester. That is a big win. What I want to do is I want to see how the boys are actually developing. So let's go through and see how everyone is progressing. So Cruz is going up ever so slightly. I want to check Højlund. Højlund is going up nicely. He's now a 4-star weak foot, 82 rated. Yep, he is going up exceptionally well. Chiesa is also going up little by little. He's now 86 rated. Diallo on loan is developing quite well. Bruno Fernandes is still down 1 for some reason, but I mean, look, he's maintaining form, which is always good. He's in excellent form. Coutinho is developing quite nicely, 86 rated already in 1 season, so this kid is going to be an absolute stud. Garnacho, same thing, he's going up as well. I do need to change his position though, because he's now available for a left wing. Mazraoui gone up 2 so far, which is always good. Bremer is an 86, which is amazing. Great stats. I do need to give Martinez a bit more playing time, but he's gone up to an 85 as well. De Ligt 85 too. What I am going to do is I'm going to skip both of these Europa games with Dortmund, and I am hoping we can get through that. If we can win the Europa League in our first season, that is a successful season. We are 1-0 down. 2-1. 2-1. Now this is a massive game against Man City in the FA Cup. I won't lie, sure you are too tired to play this game. Pretty sure it is. Let's get through to the final. Come on, boys. Come on! Straight in there. Chiesa and Højlund stepping up for the boys. And there it is. It's going to be Manchester United versus Spurs in the FA Cup final. So it does look as though somehow Spurs are going to win the Premier League. So Spurs are playing Sheffield United for their final game. And I believe that I am playing Brighton. Oh my lord. So I need Sheffield United to step up for the boys. And hopefully we can win the Premier League. It all comes down to this. Final game of the season. It's a win to us. 3-0 win. Now, did Tottenham win their game? They absolutely smashed them to pieces. But we can get redemption if we can somehow win the FA Cup. Got 91 million in the bank. So what I do want to do is go and have a look at the players we've got here. And that's it, boys. Camavinga, I've decided to get him 71.5 million, 130 grand a week for 4 years. I'm not being funny though. Play left back and he can play in the midfield. 84 rated already. At how old? 22 years old, I believe. So yes, he will be joining us for the start of next season. And here we go. All comes down to this. They've had a phenomenal season so far. Can they make it better and win the FA Cup from us as well? So not only would they have taken the Premier League from us, they would have taken the FA Cup. Come on, boys. It is time for redemption. Come on! 3-0 to Manchester United. And we have got the FA Cup. Now that is a successful season.